Welcome guys! I've long been wondering about the difference between the flash hider and the compensator. Both attachments reduces recoil and the official description is this. Flash hider eliminates muzzle flash and slightly reduces horizontal and vertical recoil. Compensator slightly reduces horizontal recoil and reduces vertical recoil. And the numbers I could find states that the flash hider reduces horizontal and vertical recoil by 10%, while the compensator reduces horizontal recoil by 10% but vertical recoil by 15%. So just by reading those numbers, I'd think that using a compensator would make my weapon much easier to control in terms of vertical recoil, meaning I'd have to counter the vertical movement less by moving my aim less downwards when spraying. I'd also think that both attachments react identically in terms of how much movement the weapon would have in a horizontal direction during a spraydown. Now I'm no weapons expert, but I wanted to test this and see in practice exactly how the flash hider and the compensator reacts when put to the test. And what better weapon to start off with than the recoil king, the AKM. Starting off with the single tap recoil test. The goal here is to fire a single shot and let the weapon rest before firing the next. We're then going to analyze the distance between each bullet hole in order to compare the flash hider and the compensator directly. Note that in this test we're only going to look at the vertical distance between the bullet holes. And already it's starting to look like the flash hider miraculously performs better at this test. When measuring the distances and comparing the results, we can clearly see that for some unexpected reason the flash hider actually has less vertical movement than the compensator, making it the clear winner of this test. And now to the full auto spray test. Before going into analyzing the actual bullet pattern, I want you to note the following. Again, the flash hider seems to have less vertical movement, as you can see the red dot has moved less upwards during the spraydown compared to the compensator. Looking at the angle of the roof here, we can clearly see that the compensator has moved less horizontally than the flash hider, which means that in this test the compensator has better horizontal recoil compensation than the flash hider. Now we're going to have a closer look at the horizontal recoil. Whenever the red dot noticeably changes position in a horizontal motion, I'll count a horizontal recoil point. Let's see which attachment performed better at this test. A very clear result. The compensator performs nearly twice as good as the flash hider when it comes to limiting horizontal motion, making it the clear winner of this test. So my conclusion based on these tests are that the flash hider has better compensation for vertical recoil, meaning your weapon moves less upwards, requiring you to compensate less downwards. The compensator has better compensation for horizontal recoil, meaning that the AKM moves less sideways when spraying down your target. Horizontal recoil is by far the hardest to control, as it is completely unpredictable because it can move in both left and right direction. With vertical recoil you know what to expect as it only moves upwards. Yet, I think you should prioritize the flash hider when using the AKM as a main assault rifle, since you also get the awesome benefit of having the flash of the weapon greatly reduced. You should always prioritize the compensator when using the AKM as a secondary close-range weapon. When looking at data for the suppressor, it says nothing about recoil reduction, but I haven't tested it yet. So for now, assume that the suppressor only reduces the sound and not the recoil. I will be looking into more of the assault rifles in the game, and the M416 is high up on my list. So don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on future content, and I'll see you guys next time.